Good morning, everyone. Today's class we are going to learn history first chapter, how, when, and where. How, when, and where. Before going to start this class, I would like to tell something for you regarding the maintenance and the homework and the classwork. So please, all of you, keep a 200 pages, a king size book for homework. Okay, and please keep 2 more book for classwork. Then there is no differentiate between classwork and fair book or neat. So all are the same. Okay, it is called in a different name, neat or fair or classwork. Okay, so please better to keep 200 pages long notebook. Okay, for history and geography, and keep 100 page another one long notebook for political science separately. Okay, and if you are not getting anything or if you are not clear regarding this, so please let me call. Okay, see, since we are studying history of, even from the 3rd standard onwards in this, okay, so we learned a lot of things about history, especially in 6th standard. The text focus on the history of ancient India, and last year you learned about the history of medieval India, and this year we are going to learn about the modern period of our India. I mean the history of modern India. See, here the historians, they were divided the Indian history in like this, in a different division. So while studying history, dear students, you are often knows that since the beginning you are learning the most important things to construct the history. So especially the historians, so they require, the scholars, they require the essential, the materials. Okay, now I would like to start with this one of the example. For example, we will take our family. In our family there are so many members. There are many members, many elders. So if we are going to study about history of our family, if we don't have the particular date, then it's very confusing to know that particular person lives in a which year. This is most important, knowing date of birth. So now it's very common, you all of knows that. So whatever we are going to fill, even for school admission purpose also, we used to take your birth date. I mean the date of birth as per the government records. See, before actually, if suppose just you can imagine there is no dates, how can we imagine? See, in our history, in human history, or in any particular countries, if you are going to study, if we don't have the dates, and it's too difficult to arrange what we call the events according to that. We will take our country as an example. See, India, it was ruled by so many dynasties. And then in each dynasties, there are so many rulers. There were so many rulers. Then how can we identify which dynasty is the first one or the next one, or in that particular dynasty, so who ruled that state the first and the next one was? See, like this, there are so many confusion. If there is no date, clearly. If there is a date, so then there is no confusion. So we can in order wise according to date wise. So that's what, dear students. So in history, dates are very much important. If there is no date, so it's too difficult to construct the history. And our historians, they were fascinated with the dates. They were fascinated with the dates. So there were heated debates about the dates on which rulers were crowned or battles were fought. How can we know that? Even we are going to discuss about the different battles and the different the kings when they were come to rule on. So actually we are going to start this chapter by studying the significance of how important are dates. How important are dates? So the historians, they are fascinated with these dates. And there were heated debates about the dates on which rulers so they were crowned, or maybe which battles they were fought. This is all. And in the common sense notion, history was synonymous with the dates. I think you all of you knows that so many people and even many of you, they may feel boring also about social science or history. So there are so many people like that. Even I see, even among you, there are many are there those who don't like to study the history or social science. They used to say like that. So history is boring because it is all about memorizing dates. It's too confusing. How many dates we need to keep in our memory? There are a lot of dates, there are a lot of events, there are a lot of things happened in history. How can we keep? So that's what so many people and then so many of your friends, so they used to tell history is one of the boring subject because of this is also one reason. It is all about memorizing the dates. It's too difficult to memorize. It's too difficult to keep it in their mind, the dates. See, in such a conceptions, whether is it true? No. See, actually, dear students, I would like to tell about one thing. Being a social science teacher, social science is called as the mother subject for all other different subjects. Whatever we are studying, the different subject as commerce or science or other subjects, whether the maths, all. So for all these subjects actually comes before, it's in social science only. See, why? Because that's much of important. Studying history or studying social science, you are thinking, so it is one of the useless subject. It is actually studying or spending time. It is a waste on social science. So please don't think like that. If you are supposed thinking like that, then please don't carry that concept with you. Please forget it. Why? Because now, whatever we are doing the present day, and whatever we are going to do in our future, this is all completely influenced by and completely based on our past. Completely based on our past. Just you can imagine If there is no background of history, so it's too difficult to construct the present life and then to construct the future life. The social science, it is one of the base. The history is a base for everything. So without knowing history, without knowing anything, so we cannot do anything, even in science field also, and as well as in technical field also. So that's what it's considered as one of the mother subject for all the rest of the subject. It is very essential to learn. We must know about our history. If we know our past, then only we can construct the present and as well as the future for better. Otherwise, it's too difficult. ಬಹುಶಃ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ BR ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಇತಿಹಾಸದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಇತಿಹಾಸವನ್ನು ಮರೆತವರು ಇತಿಹಾಸವನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಸಲಾರರು ಅಂತ. ಹೌ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್. If you are going to forget your history, you cannot create history itself. I mean, you are unable to create the history if you are not knowing anything about your history. So, ಇತಿಹಾಸದ ಅರಿವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಇತಿಹಾಸದ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದವರು ಸೊ ಇತಿಹಾಸವನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. See, here the history is certainly about changes that occur over time. What happened during the First World War? What happened during the Second World War? And what will happen if it is happened the Third World War? Can you imagine that? It's too difficult. If you are going to enter, if you are going to start the Third World War without knowing that, but we know that the result of the First World War and as well as the result of the Second World War. And we should be very careful about the Third World War. Whether any countries, they are willing to participate in the Third World War or they are willing to start or begin the Third World War in the present days. No. Of course, dear students, there are struggles, there are what we call the conflicts, disputes between the different countries like China, Pakistan, like India, Pakistan, India, China, like that. There are, throughout the world, is there the problem, but it should be solved in a peaceful way. See, finding out how things were in the past and how things have changed. The condition of the 1947 and the condition of the 2020 is very different. How was that our country during 1947? It's very, and how the present India, that's very different. See, the things are always changed and it is going to be changed also. And as soon as we compare the past with the present, we refer to time. We talk of before and after. Before and after. See, especially the entire, whatever we are conducting, being a human beings, what we are going to plan for the tomorrow and for the today. So that is completely based on yesterday. If you don't have any idea about yesterday, ಅಥವಾ ನಿನ್ನೆಯ ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂದಿನ ಒಂದು ನಮಗೆ ಆ ಬೇಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ, ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾಳೆ ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಹ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳ. See, to avoid all these things, to live in a peaceful way, wherever it may be, those who are living in a different countries, so they must know about the past. And here the dates are very much important to construct our past so in a proper way. So there is the system to construct the history of any country or any dynasty or any. So that's what, if there is no date, how can we arrange the things? See, it is like an art. It is like a cooking in a house. So there is the system to get or to cook a good food, the tasty one. First, you have to add ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Suppose you are going to prepare ಕರಿ ಸಾಂಬಾರ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫಾಲೋ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಂತರ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಂತರ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹೀಗೆ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ವೇನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆ ಒಂದು ಏನೇನು ಇಂಗ್ರೀಡಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದರೆ, ಸೊ ಫೈನಲಿ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಗುಡ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟಿ ಸಾಂಬಾರ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೈಲ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ನೀವು ಲಾಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದನ್ನ ಮೊದಲೇ ಹಾಕಿ ಅಥವಾ ಮೊದಲೇ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದನ್ನ ಲಾಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ, ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಗುಡ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟಿ ಒನ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸ್ಪಾಯ್ಲ್ಡ್, ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್. ಸಾಂಬಾರು ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ, ತಿನ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗದೆ ಇರೋ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿನಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್, ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್, ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. And even while constructing history also the same. First word. See, this is what a very much important in our daily life, especially so the study of the past or the study of the history or the study of the social science, that's completely based on dates and geography. So that's what I think all of you knows, that the dates and geography, these two are actually considered, I mean the chronology and geography, considered as the two eyes of history. ಇತಿಹಾಸದ ಎರಡು ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳಿದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ. ಯಾವುದು? ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕ್ರೋನಾಲಜಿ. ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, just you can imagine, if there is no eyes, how can we? Of course there is no doubt, but just you can imagine, if there is no eyes, how can we imagine the world? How can we imagine the things? How can we enjoy the things? It's too difficult. It is very, very difficult to know the things when we cannot get the clear picture of that. Chalk piece higide andre, yes, of course we will touch and feel. Ado chalk piece ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಇರಬಹುದು. We cannot enjoy, or we cannot really more than enjoy, I can say this very sadly, it's very difficult. So that's what, if there is no chronology, if there is no geography while studying history, we cannot imagine history itself. And what kind of history we can construct, or the historians they are going to give us, if they don't have the knowledge of the date, if they don't have the geographical, that's what very much important. So that's what I told just now. So the chronology and the geography, so these two are considered as the two eyes of our history. ಇತಿಹಾಸದ ಎರಡು ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳಿದ್ದಾಗೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು. See, living in the world, we do not always ask historical questions. ಅದ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ? ಅರೆ ಹಿಟ್ಲರ್ ಇದ್ದ, ನೆಪೋಲಿಯನ್ ಇದ್ದ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ? By studying history of Hitler, by studying history of Napoleon, or by studying ಮಹಾತ್ಮ ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ? ಸೊ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಮಕ್ಕಳ, ಅದು ಏನು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನೆಪೋಲಿಯನನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇದು ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರ. ಮತ್ತೆ there are so many personalities are there, uncountable great personalities are there. ಯಾರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದರು, ಯಾರು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಬಂದರು, ಯಾವ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟು, ಯಾವ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸು, ಯಾವ ಪ್ಲೇಸು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಯಿತು, ಹೇಗಾಯಿತು, ಎಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಾಯಿತು. ಸಿ, ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. there are so many rulers are there. ಯಾವ ರೂಲರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್, ಯಾವ ಡೈನಾಸ್ಟಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್, how can we identify without having the knowledge of this? If you don't have this knowledge, we don't have the particular date to study our history, so how can we arrange the things in a history? Then how can we say this is the perfect one, this is what happened first? ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ರಚನಾ ಸಮಿತಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಯಿತು? ಭಾರತಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಯಾವಾಗ ಸಿಕ್ತು? ಭಾರತ ಎರಡು ಇಬ್ಬಾಗ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಯಾವಾಗ? 1935 ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಥವಾ ಹೀಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಡೇಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಜೋಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೇಟ್, ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಟ್, ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅರೇಂಜಿಂಗ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. And we can come to know that, so this is what the first happened, this is what the second incident, this is what the next event, and this is what the next, this is the first, I mean the beginning, and after this dynasty, after that dynasty, after this king, after this, or before that. See, there is no meaning for after and before if we don't have the knowledge of date. If we are having at least a bit knowledge about the dates, then we can at least try to know that, and there is a meaning for after and before. Otherwise, we are unable to talk about, so what is after and what is before. See, we take things for, as if what we see has always been in the world we inhabit it is. And most of us have our moments of wonder. Moments of wonder. See, when we are curious and we ask questions that actually are historical. Watching someone sip a cup of tea of a roadside tea stall, you may wonder whether we are thinking, when did people begin to drink tea? No, just we are tasting whether it is the good one or bad one, and the cost. See, when we are watching someone, those who are sipping a tea or cup of coffee, whether we are thinking when it was begun, when the tea or coffee was invented or discovered, and where they were started. See, this is what, when did people began to drink tea or coffee? So looking out of the wherever in the situation or ourselves, so we are unable to get that information. Are you getting now? So that's what, dear students, to construct the proper history, to know the events of our pasts. So the dates are very much important. The dates are very much important. See, sometimes what happens in history, we may not get exact year, or we may not get that particular month and all. But sometimes it is actually incorrect to fix precise dates to process that happen over a period of time also. Sometimes it is happening. So approximately. But people in India did not begin drinking, in this example, tea one fine day. So they developed a taste for it over time. See, there can be no one clear date for a process such in this case. Tea yavag shuru aitu, coffee yavag shuru aitu. No. We cannot. So similarly, we cannot fix one single date on which British rule was established. How can we? Of course, Vasco da Gama Bharatಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ, East India Company ಬಂತು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ. But can we able to fix that particular date from this date onwards? The British rule was started in India. But we can say there is no doubt in this year. But we cannot get that particular date and that particular month. See, even the same, if we are going to talk about the national movement of India, so can you give the particular date when it was started or began? I'm talking about the national movement. So the date when the national movement of our country it was started. We can't. See, because we can say from 1815-7 onwards, and before that there were so many leaders, they were started to revolt against the British policies and all, but we cannot say the exact date. So this is all about actually an approximate period over which particular changes become visible. This is very much important. When we are able to observe the changes, when it is visible, the changes in the society, in the polity, in the whatever it may be, in the administration, that day or that time onwards. And also, dear students, the changes took place within the economy and society. Then only so the society is going to change, or it is already changed, or the economy of the country, or the politics of the country, or the system of the country. See, this when, so we don't have the exact date, but approximately the period over which particular changes become visible, that we can, and we are able. Are you getting now? So that's, in this way we can say very clearly. So if there is no date, even we cannot construct not only the proper history, even we cannot imagine the history. So regarding this, we are going to learn more in the next session. So thank you. Have a nice day.